tailor-made driving relief. Live Sunday on TSN and CTV. Have you ever walked into a big fancy car dealership and wondered, who's paying for this place? Shopping for a Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, or Fiat? Log on to PeelChrysler.com. Actual photos, rock bottom prices. Click, shop, buy online, save big.
Because nobody beats a deal from Peel.
Burgell McKenzie has been exceeding client expectations.
Over $1 million for my daughter's brain injury.
More than $2 million for the accident. Injured? Call Burgell McKenzie.
Burgell McKenzie, 416-665-2000.
Have you ever walked into a big fancy car dealership and wondered, who's paying for this place? Shopping for a Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, or Fiat? Log on to PeelChrysler.com. Actual photos, rock bottom prices. Click, shop, buy online, save big.
Because nobody beats a deal from Peel.
March was the first time in a year that there were more than 100 deaths from overdoses in a single month in British Columbia. Officials in the province are concerned the opioid crisis has been overshadowed by the response to COVID-19. The province declared opioid-related overdoses a public health emergency 4 years ago. Experts say the pandemic is a perfect storm for people who are at high risk, and the majority of people who die of overdoses were using alone. New York's Governor Andrew Cuomo says half of the regions in his state have begun their reopening process.
We're right about where we were when we started. We just don't want to make sure we don't go back to the hell that we've gone through. And when we talk about reopening, that's a discussion. We have half the state now in terms of regions, which is now in the process of reopening. We have a dashboard that tells people where their region is, what's going on.
There are over 1.4 million COVID-19 cases in the U.S. More than 88,000 people have died, including over 28,000 in New York State, which is the epicenter of the virus in the U.S. India now reporting a spike in COVID-19 cases. The country's health ministry reporting nearly 86,000 cases with more than 2,700 deaths. India's government is due to announce this weekend if it will extend a 54-day-old lockdown. Early this month, it started gradually easing restrictions to resume economic activity by allowing neighborhood shops to reopen and manufacturing and farming to resume. Brazil's health minister has resigned amid the country's ongoing response to COVID-19. The resignation follows numerous clashes with the country's president over the past few weeks. It marks the second time the country's health minister has stepped down during the pandemic. Brazil has reported more than 220,000 cases of the virus. China has now gone a month without reporting any new deaths from COVID-19. 4 new infections were reported today, all connected to a cluster in the Northeast. Health officials say only 91 people are receiving treatment across the country. China is in the process of testing all 11 million people living in Wuhan, the epicenter of the original outbreak, after 6 new cases emerged last week. Pakistan has reopened 2 key border crossings with Afghanistan to allow for trade and movement of people between the 2 countries. The government closed the borders with Afghanistan 6 weeks ago, all in an effort to stop the spread of COVID-19. Physical distancing guidelines are in place for those who are traveling between Afghanistan and Pakistan, where close to 39,000 cases of COVID-19 have been confirmed and 834 people have died from the virus. The Italian government is easing travel restrictions, allowing people to move freely inside the region where they live starting next month. International travel to and from Italy will also be allowed starting on June the 3rd. Social distancing rules are being implemented in sectors of the economy that have reopened, including factories and some businesses. Italy imposed nationwide lockdown rules